don't worry. At some point. At some point, I'll get around to not watching, playing Christmas music for the intros. At some point. Load up that Obra Dinn. Load it up. Load it right in. So happy Friday. Welcome to the Friday stream, Friday day. This potentially won't be a super long stream. I'm not aiming to go super long. In fact, I need the night to myself here, so that's why we're doing slightly during the day thing here for 2 or 3 hours or so. This is the third stream of the Obra Dinn, but it feels like the fourth or fifth since that second one was so fucking long, right? Am I right? But that one was so long because we had so much work to do and had to solve so much or solve so little, depending on how you look at it. It's a cold day here where I live, thankfully. So I'm all bundled up. I'm cozy, ready to solve some mysteries. Since the last stream, I know the big evil that feels like it's lurking in the part of my compartment of my brain for Obra Dinn here is at some point I'm gonna have to start tackling the fates of the people at like the end of the chapters where it's like, oh, what happened to them? And for some reason in my head, I'm making it a bigger boogeyman than it probably is. But I'm like, oh, that seems like it's going to be really difficult. Like, people that escaped or got on boats. And, like, I'm going to figure out somehow. I'd assume somehow by, like, the maps and when they got off on the boats. I'd imagine that has something to do with it. But I'm like, I'm going to have to figure out where the fuck the boats are going. Or if they just fell off at some point is, like, another thing. I think we ran into someone who just, like, fell from atop a boat, and then I would have to like ID them, and then that seems like it's gonna be a big problem. I'm not gonna lie, a big problem, and I'm usually not a big problem solver. No, I like to be a big problem solver. I just might not be the best at it. We did conquer Beanie Guy in the last stream, and that was a big to-do for me. I was like, I've seen this guy everywhere. He was a linchpin for things. I think come here in this 2 or 3 hours we play this afternoon, I feel like this should be a cleanup of sorts. Really start like figuring out, okay, I ID'd this person either by death or like named by death or as a killer. So then I need to go in and find their other stems, for lack of a better term. So find out if they'd killed people, then put their name in. If they were killed by a certain person, put their name in. Kind of like start growing outwards, really looking through the book, seeing missing pages, and then seeing if I've connected them somewhere else. Does that make sense? Playtime so far, just hitting over 9 hours. Excellent job by me. Last played a few days ago. I like how it keeps track of that. I guess most save slots do keep track of that. It just presents it nicely here. And 21 fates solved. Of what? How many people are there? Was it 50 or something? I think it's more than 50 actually. Okay, we're on the boat, yeah? Alright, there always is like a... I love the art style of this game. But there's always like a weird, like, my eyes have to get adjusted to looking at it. Like, for a couple minutes when we first load in. There's like this weird... Maybe it's on my brain? A brain thing for me? I think... Like I said, I think this, where obviously the boat is. So I think I was correct. I'm going to assume what I was correct, just to establish, is that this heavy dotted line that goes straight obviously would be what the desired route is. This is the intended route. And then the route, obviously, that is the squiggly faint line is the route the boat actually ended up taking. So obviously things went wrong. And then you can see the diamond areas is where the points in the story happen. And it's not as easy as the game being like, oh, when something happens, like, it's right next to it. Azor, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But you know what I'm trying to say. Let me look at the list of the crew that we've got going on right now. So I'd assume the check marks, those are the ones we've correctly ID'd, both in name, their killer, what killed them. So that's all good. So there should be 21 check marks here. Anyone listed then with anything else that's not check mark means it hasn't been verified or there's a missing bit, right? Met an unknown fate. Let me check killed by an unknown attacker. So these ones where we have a little bit of knowledge on, or I've filled in a little bit, I need to try finishing. I think that's going to be our best route to start today, but we'll get to that in just a sec. I don't need to look at the picture of everyone. What's in the back cover again? Yeah. 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 Because as we've determined, there's no more new memories at this point, which is maybe a good thing, maybe a bad thing for us. Paul Moss was killed with a sword by an unknown attacker. Right, we've ID'd him, but we gotta locate the attacker. So again, this is where I think we gotta start here. We gotta start with the easiest things. Start with the things we've got most things on, and then just start working backwards. Like in this case, let's go to the scene. Let's scan the guy who stabbed the sword, and then we go through all of his memories. Very basic stuff, but we go through all the memories, and we ID this man, and then we'll be fucking golden today. Been watching the VODs on YouTube. It's my favorite investigation game. I'm doing pretty well. Thank you very much. I need a little bit of a confidence boost, honestly. I think I talked about it during my last two streams. Not only do I have the self-doubt going through within me, but I don't want to sound dramatic when I say this, but like, I feel there's like a certain amount of pressure when, especially in puzzle games, you just broadcast you solving puzzle games without, I'm not using a guide, obviously. I'm not trying to get any help. And like, your vulnerabilities as a person are just displayed for everyone to see. You know what I mean? And so like, everyone likes to talk a big game. Everyone says, you know, this is easy, you're so stupid. You're solving a puzzle, you missed this thing, very obvious thing. And it's like, dude, these people, and I'm not necessarily pointing out any names, and I don't think anyone's really been actually hypercritical. I think it's just, especially during this series, it's just something I'm like feeling. But like, so many people, if they were just blind playing a puzzle game and what their experience, and it was just broadcast, people would be singing a different tune. If everyone who's played a puzzle game actually had what they did on record. That's all I'm saying. I feel like... So yes, thank you very much for the comment. I need the ego boost. I need the confidence boost. I don't think I'm doing terrible. I think there was a little bit of hiccups, but that's to be expected here on this channel. I think You know? I always say, it could be a lot worse. Me playing through anything could always be a lot worse. So, at least you're getting this kind of, this version out of me, you know what I mean? Oh, I always just forget that. Unless there's something I'm missing, I wish I could literally just easily snap to the memory from the book. But you can't do that. You have to go here, and then you have to go find the actual body. I assume there's a reason they want you to do that. I assume there's either a narrative or design reason for them wanting you to not be able to just snap to a memory from the book and physically make you walk over to the thing. Now, what would be that reason? I don't know. Okay, this is the guy. Bum bum.
Last one. Move quick.
I guess I'll listen to it. It's fine. Okay, so we ID'd him because the lady said easily. Paul, look out. Okay. Is there... Actually, I know I'm getting... I already said I don't need to get sidetracked, but I'm getting sidetracked for one quick sec. The crew list. When they say Paul, look out, is there another... Is the lady... Because we need to ID the ladies. I do remember at the very start of the game I said there was only one lady on the ship. That was a very bad mistake on my part. Where's Paul? I'm trying to see, is with the lady who calls out, Paul, look out! Is she related to the Paul? Because obviously you would have a related person, maybe... Yeah, Moss. Is there a lady Moss? I mean, I'm not necessarily saying a lady couldn't call out to just a random Paul and be like, hey, watch out, Paul, you're gonna get fucking stabbed to death. I might just be... Yeah, I'm on a bad. Alright, don't need to get distracted. Okay, so now, this is what we do. This man... He's got a striped shirt. I like how his body just covers up the fucking picture I'm trying to see of him. This unknown soul was shot with a gun by an unknown passenger. So we need to ID this man. Now, unfortunately for me, or maybe fortunately, depending on how much I can keep myself on track with things, right? This is, honestly, this game, not only puzzle solving, it's also a test for my brain. As most returning viewers of the channel know, my brain is very tend to get scatterbrained all over the place. You could try to assign a certain thing to me and my brain. Go ahead if you would like. I need to remember to stay focused, and I just need to go through these memories and ID this man, because if we can ID this man, then we know the killer of Paul, and then we go to this route, and then we start going that way. Did I find out who the Beanie Guy is? I did. We found out Beanie Guy last stream in that massive, what, almost 7-hour stream. I think it was towards the end, though. Well, not at the very end, but I think it was like, I want to say it was the second half of that stream. We got that monkey off my back, you know what I mean? Okay. Now, this guy, he is on this picture. Looks like he's doing some gambling. The dice, it looks like there's maybe dice, cards in his hands. Is he one of the men who is at that table at the one point that was like, oh, this is fucking cheating, whatever. We need to ID this man. So, I'm going to, this is what we do. We bookmark. I gotta make sure I'm hitting the right buttons. On the cargo deck. Oh, wait, no, down below. Okay. I'm going to go through... Hoist away, lower away. I'm going to look for the most obvious clues first. And then if we have to go into the actual memories, we'll do that. See, this is the scene I was referencing. Stop your cheating, worry about yourself. So you get up. So that was the illness thing. We saw the illness things happening. This is the one I was referencing where they were on at the table. Now, language analysis. If I put my language analysis hat on, if I look at that alphabet of sorts, whatever you call it, that is very clearly like a Russian dialect of some sort. So then you would want to go, but the problem is there's at least 2 Russians. So we're not going to, unless I've already ID'd one of them, which I don't think I had. Is this the electrocution? Yes. It is. This is the artist shitting himself to death or something. I honestly don't know what's happening. I think, well, he was strangled, I think. That's clear. Wait, is it clear? Yeah, it is. Okay. But was he actually, like, taking an aqua dump off the boat or something? I don't know. Whatever. So he's on here. Crushed by a terrible beast. Okay. Still not anything obvious. Although this guy that I'm trying to ID, this Russian man, he has 3 triangles, which we've established now is like the toughest to identify, which is fine. But I'm up to the task. If this game had a protagonist, Beanie Guy would be it. He's everywhere. That's what someone else is telling me. That Beanie Guy's like the meme of this game somehow. And it's funny that it, like, of course, he was fucking terrorizing me for a bit. Now, if there's a second guy that's terrorizing me, it's this man. I don't know what to do with this guy. But he's on... Okay. But again, not getting distracted. Here is the guy I'm trying to currently ID, stabbing Paul Moss. And then this is where he dies. Let them go. And then he gets shot. Let them go. Okay. If I find the Russians, Leonid Volkov, we have 3 Russians. A top man, a C man, and a C man. And now I know I've had problems with roles. I know I'm not a expert, clearly, on top man, higher rated seaman specialized in work above the deck in the sails and rigging. Seaman, low level crew member responsible for general manual labor on and below deck. I'm gonna find if he is a top man, then there's only 1 Russian top man. If he's a seaman, I have 2 Russian seamen. If I go to the scene, again, I should be using the bookmarks I made. I'm going to go to the one where they're all sitting at the table, because I assume all 3 Russians, if I'm remembering correctly, at the table. They're having a time while the other guys are dying due to illness. If 2 of them have different clothing, then we would be good. So let's go here. It's gonna be on the 3rd. I gotta leave this. I know I wanted to see this, but I'm trying to be methodical here. If there's a time for me to be methodical, it's now. Alright, is this the one? Yes. Ba-bum! This is our guy. No, it's not. I thought this was our guy. Okay, so in this picture, these two are together. And then the one is in this one. Does that mean anything? With these two Russian guys, but he is a seaman. He's also the other. These two scenes. I'm going to go to these. Very bottom. Is this guy? Yeah. Ba-bum. Oi! Ooh. That's not our guy. See, it's gonna be a the problem will be. The problem will be if they're out of like my zoom in range or whatever, because I'm bad at looking at things. It's obviously not that guy. Bing, ding, bring, bring, bring. I know it looks like I'm looking at clearly not the right people, but I'm also just seeing if I can take mental notes as I'm. Here's one of our Russian guys, seemingly. Okay. Yeah, this actually is not gonna help if I can't exactly see. I thought maybe I would get some kind of clue as to. It just is we don't get a ton. So I'll go here. Very front, the last floor. Yeah, I remember this. This was... Was it inside one of the doors? Yeah. Yeah. Ba-bum! Oi! I get a slightly better view of... Wait, are these basically happening like simultaneously then? I guess so, right? It's like almost, if not exactly, it's... Okay, well then the other scene that we potentially can get is the electrocution one. If he's up in the electrocution thing, if he's up there, in the rigging, then by the definition of job classes, unless this game wants to lead me astray, you would think he has got the definition clear cut of a top man. Right? This is our guy, right? Of electrocution. There's that man. Would I be confident to count the amount of... Here's our guy. Just the amount of people we can see and go, is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there someone over here? And then let me see a crew list. There's so many top men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Unfortunate. Okay. I'm willing to start making some assumptions here. All right, we're entering assumption zone based on this scene, okay? At some point, I feel they're less assumptions, more educated guess. Yeah? This scene is like the perfect top man scene, right? Based on the definition of what top man means. As given to us by the glossary. Right? By that I mean, I'm going to say, since this guy... I'm going to zoom in on all of the... You can see below that things are starting to come in. Oh, there's some guys down there. There's a lot of people down there, actually. That's probably another top man guy. Oh, don't go through the door. But we start to see... I could go to the next scene in the book here. Is it the calling that this is all? No. always lose track of, like... It's around here, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So it's Soldiers of the Sea. Okay, so, yeah, I could just fast forward to, like, here, and this is where people start getting stabbed down below. So what we're seeing down below, we would go just to the next scene. Okay, but this is not me getting distracted. This is me saying that I'm going back to what I was saying before. Is that the assumption speculation station zone is that the people up here in the rigging and such, these are top men. I don't see seemingly our other what seem to be Russian guys based on the table. If I'm assuming all three that were sitting at the table are the Russian men, my assumption then, my first is that this guy in the stripes who ends up killing is our Russian top man, Leonid Volkov. Which then means Leonid Volkov kills that one guy. This is the point of what we were doing. So Leonid, I need to go find. I'm just going to scroll. I'm going to manually do this. Because I remember. I totally remember the scene. There we go. Paul Moss by Leonid Volkov. Oh, hello. Paul Moss was killed with a sword by Volkov. Now, we're still in the speculation zone by this one scene. Again, based on Top Man. Something I probably should have, you know, I maybe had thought at some point. I'm making an assumption that this is another top man. And which of these top men listed would most likely be wearing a turban of sorts? Nope. Not a Scottish person. Not a Chinese person. But a Persian person. With the Persian name, Omid Gul. Am I racially profiling? And then there's one more speculation we're going to be making. And this is the other guy that's had the monkey on my back. He's a top man. He's clearly not Chinese. I don't know. Is it weird that it makes me feel dirty by doing that? I know it's the game and it's the name of the game. It's like you got to figure out people based on whatever clues and context clues you can get. But part of me is like, damn. Like, where is? All right, I don't think this is cheating. I'm literally gonna look up a map. I want to make sure. Where the hell is New Guinea? Call me an It's an island of Australia. Didn't I say at the very start of this whole thing? Didn't I say? Didn't I say? Didn't I say this guy had fucking tattoos reminiscent of New Zealand or Australia? I'm pretty sure I did. It's like the tribal-esque type of tattoos you would get. I'm gonna, again, profiling, call me a bad person, whatever you wanted me to do, whatever you need to do. I'm calling this guy the New Guinea top man, Maba. I'm finally... Yeah! 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 We're celebrating. Okay. This is huge for us. Was Nathan a 50-50 guess? I'd have to go back. I'd actually have to... Clubbed by Nathan Peters. No, I must have had some reason to do it. I feel, unless there was maybe one, I have to go back and see the actual stream. I'd have to find my whole line of thinking. But I'm trying to not do, like, complete... Oh, wait! Nathan, the Peters brothers. That's the whole thing. Oh, fuck. Actually, that's not even a cheating chat message, because that actually just reminded me my own line of thinking. It was the Peters brothers thing, and I was like, well, Peters is going to be one of this or one of this. It's the fucking... We're so fucking locked in. Dude, I could not be any more fucking locked in right now. This is like all the timelines are swirling above in front of my face. Good thing you can't see. I'm not on cam. You can't see. Okay. Also, I'm pretty sure the brothers thing, like, it was 50-50, but also I think I had a slight thing that was like, ooh, it might be this brother because of this reason. I think I had a slight thing. I don't know. But this is good. Because... Oh, man. Okay, I'm getting distracted. But wait. Let me go... Now that this is brought up, let me go to the Peters list. Peters. The other Peters. Okay. So then... How do I want to do this? Actually... Yeah, I know. If Lars Linde, Seaman, he was clubbed. So I need to go... Okay, so the Peters who died was the one who was crushed, right? Because he goes... there's no cause for trouble. Thought I'd forget you killed my brother. That was an accident. It was the ropes. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long. No, don't. Okay. Yes. Brothers. I could tell you the actual intended reasoning if I'd like. I don't know. I mean, you can if you want. If it's killing you inside. I don't really. I mean, it doesn't really. I mean, it might be clever, and then I'll go, oh, that was clever, but like it doesn't. And this isn't a comment against you or anything. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't, like... I figured it out somehow. And it's not like I'm not saying, like, oh, I ignorantly figured it out, so I don't need to know the intended reasoning or whatever, as you're calling it in quotes. But, like, it is just... There's a small part where I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, if that was the intended thing and I didn't get it, then I just feel... just slightly less than. Like, oh... my accomplishment was taken away because the intended thing I should have seen from the very obvious beginning or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't know how to put it to words, but I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. If you really if you really want to tell me, then I'll take it. I'll read it, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I guess I should have seen that or something. But it's whatever. I mean, I had some reasoning. I must have. Now, this is the important thing: is that then we can ID the original brother, the other brother, who got crushed towards the very beginning. Use pocket watch. Why do I feel like I don't even know? This is the guy. This has got to be the other brother. His hammock number was still there while Samuel's wasn't. His hammock number was still there while Samuel's wasn't. Oh, so like you're saying the one who's died had his hammock number removed, so they removed the number, and then I would be able to do that. Is that what you're saying? And then I would be able to link it to the number thing. Peters, Samuel Peters, the other Peters brother, was crushed by fallen cargo. Wha-cha! Easy. Easy. This is perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better start to the stream here today. Is there any of these other top men? But I feel we've got several. We've got a handful of Chinese top men. You can see the number in bitter cold, and Samuel would die before that. Right. Also, I can remove his bookmark, yeah? I don't need that anymore. Do I want to try to figure out... disappeared. I'm going to... I don't know if this is the smartest way to go about it, but in my brain it feels like it's the best way to go. The people that just disappeared or have unknown fates, I'm leaving toward the end. I think that would be the smartest thing. Again, I'm probably wrong, but it just feels like that my brain is like, I'm not in that mode right now. I want to see definitive deaths or like definitive timeline enders first, and then we go and tackle people that escaped or died without us seeing, I think. So I'm going to leave our newly named guy, Omid, alone. So he is... That's our stabby guy. This is another top man. What does he look like? Does he look Scottish? He's not Chinese. English or Scottish? Am I profiling a Scottish man by being bald? I know there's... Let me see the other... I mean, the other one... No, this is one of the Chinese getting zapped. Bring... 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 Nah, if I've forgotten something, it's currently up to me to figure it out. To remember myself. Bring. 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 We do know where he ends. Let's try to ID him. I think this could be our next guy. We know where he dies, obviously, at the end by getting clubbed. I'm willing to bet he's one of these two top men, either the Scottish or this English. So if I can just go through, kind of like what we did just now with this other, this Russian top man, I think we can do the same here with Baldy. Easy. He's in this? Was he sitting at the table? No. Just so I'm not leaving any stone unturned, I want to see this scene again. I know we just came away from this a little while ago, but... Get me out of here. It's raining. God, it's funny. I was just now thinking about this like a little bit ago, but even though this is definitively not a winter or Christmas game, this, just like Inscription from a couple years back, are now going to occupy like my brain as Christmas games, just because of the timing that I'm playing the game, like the end of the year, and like how cold it is and how bundled up I am playing it. It like automatically becomes a Christmas game for me, even though those are definitively not Christmas games. It's very funny. Was it not on the bottommost? No, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. The guy who got sick was here. Wrong button. This is the other guy that gets sick. Oh, he's probably sleeping. Oh, it's the fucking bed situation. Okay. But maybe this helps. Maybe we can look at the numbers in the bed and maybe, like, ID. This is gonna be... this is gonna be tricky. Basically, I just need to see top man list versus their bed, and then see if they're in it, and then see if I'm seeing them elsewhere, right? Like, if they're in the scene, if I see feet dangling, what number would I be looking for specifically, right? Like 37 or 44? I'm inspecting feet. Here's 37. Now this is tricky. What the hell is this about, huh? Am I so bold as to say, oh, it's tattoo. 37 also has tattoo. 37 tattoo. $44 Lewis Walker. 37 tattoo. Top man. Tattoo. Tattoo. Arm on his. Tattoo on his arm, I mean. Like, I feel like I'm so close. Okay, what I need to do then. Fuck it. Fuck it. Go to. Does this guy have... Why am I up here? So I need to... Okay, I just need to see if he's got that tattoo on his arm. Because if he does, he's 37. If he doesn't... He should be, what is it, 44? 34? Something with the 4. Go to his death scene. I can't open it. Look at his arms. Ah, they're fucking... Kind of like in some shadows, but I don't know if that's... But that wouldn't be... I'm trying to... Now I'm like... And then I'm trying to... I need a better shot of his arm, honestly. I'm going back one more scene. Gotta fuck. Ah.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. Oh fuck! I can't. Fuck. I gotta go back again. I'm going back again. Where's the door? That's a lie. I know there's a scene with him, like, very clearly. You can see him crawling. Get out of my way. There he is. He's scurrying.
We break it down and take more than those shells.
You bastards may take.
All right. Okay. Okay. I've seen enough. I'm saying he's English. Bald English. Lewis Walker, clubbed by Captain Robert Witter, which then means... Oh, I can't really... Well... Is there another very clearly non-Chinese top man at that one scene? I'm trying to go back in my brain. I don't think there was. I remember... I could just go to it. I could just do it. You know what I mean. It's whatever. It's the shortest walk over here. I can just... Okay. Chinese. Our guy. Our other guy. This guy. Chinese. Persian. Electrocuted, but he's Chinese. Who is that guy? This guy. Nicholas. We already got him. It might be this man. He was assisting with the cow. Decapitated by a beast. Do 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 do. I think I need to piece out of this. I think I'm fine with disengaging with that scene now. Alright. Honestly, probably a good first hour, I would say. So far. What was this whole deal? I remember this location. Yeah, let me go to this. So third in that weird little walkway area thing. Because he was shot through the... like through the wall, I believe. Was his whole deal. I think the awkward thing about this group of scenes here is that you can only see certain things certain ways. Like you have to go then forward in time to then kind of see the rest of... We'll figure it out. That is not what I thought it was going to be. Ah, fuck. It might be that I have to go... Let me see. I might have to go into a scene to get it. Let me... What the fuck is this? I don't want to be here. let me try to see if I can access it through. Yeah, this is the one right before it. Okay, sure. Fuck it.
I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
This is our guy. But he's bleeding. Did I say originally shot with a gun? I feel like there's a lot I need to figure out here. Wait, isn't this the guy that I was working on? No, it was this guy. Yeah. Am I really to follow like this weird blood trail? Why did I originally say shot? Is it in the next scene that I feel like he like stood up and gets shot through this like I must have seen something, but I don't know if I was wrong or not. Bum. 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 Wait. Bum. Let me see something. Yeah. Look at me, I'm getting stabbed right now. It's a dungeon. Fuck. This isn't what I wanted to see. I think I'm ready to profile again. Make sure the names that are crossed off aren't potentially... Not entirely sure what I'm looking for. Well, that makes two of us. Sometimes.
Keep pressure here.
Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward had never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. Those are ghastly beasts carrying a cup. Fall back, your doom is all. Tie him up. Put him in the ladder.
Keep her share, hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward, and never doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself, those ungodly beasts carry a curse. Throw them back or doom us all. Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses. Come on. Fools, all's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg?
With those things, he may yet find his senses.
John. How did I not... There must have been something I was, like, confused. Or unsure. John Naples? Was there a second John at some point? I wasn't confident enough to...
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think.
Oh, that's why I put it as John Davies. That makes a lot more sense. That is so clearly wrong back then. God, I was so stupid back then. You know what I mean? Things were different back then. You know what I mean? So now it's time to... Who is saying... I know it. You like clearly you want to be like. You'd want to be like, oh, who's saying a thing? There's a lot going on in this scene. There is a lot. Holy shit! Wait a sec. Okay. Who is saying? What madness is this? 20 years my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. So the guy being carried away is someone's steward. Is it this guy saying it? Or is it this guy in the... Who has stewards? I need a list. Oh god, I'm just pressing buttons. I think the mates have stewards. The captain has a steward. That's what I was... afraid of. Because it's either, I mean, when you look at the scene, you would think this guy's saying it. And he's the captain. And the captain has a steward. And you'd be like, yeah, he's saying it, he's talking. This guy's a little ways away. He wouldn't be going like, hey, motherfucking steward, but your sanity's gone or whatever the fuck. I think this guy is Captain Steward. And he's chastising him. He's looking down at him. Like, draw the eyes. Disgust. 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 Captain Steward. From Sweden. This guy. This guy. This guy. This guy. This guy. Was killed by the Captain Steward. That means I was also correct about that being the steward. That gives us that bit of thing. Oh, it's so satisfying to see them lock in. That's such a satisfying feeling, dude. I know. Oh, we're so back, dude. Doubters having a bad day today. Haters. My haters having the worst day of their lives right now. They can't believe. They can't believe how much success I'm having right now. Your mate was torn apart. Just a guy. Okay. All right, we need to pick a new thread to pull. I'm trying to think about what direction I want to go. I have to hold back the artist. Nothing to see here, butcher and artist, man. He's making a hand motion. Oh, because that thing is coming. Is being brought. I like that look by this man. Ooh. Yeah, the carpenter and the carpenter mate together here. Makes sense. Fell overboard. And probably saw him. Actually, well, I won't go that route yet. Yeah, that's where we got the carpenter stuff. Where are you again? Who the fuck are you? I always just know he's got that book in his hands always. My racial profiling senses are not strong enough to ID what kind of people wear this hat. I regret to inform the masses that I'm not good at that. Okay, so is he with the... He's either asleep or he's with the people playing. Well, he's not playing. He's going to be asleep. Also, no illness. Large cow. Bring. I don't know if I've made this comment before, but it is what the series of events that happened to this boat and that plague this boat is actually kind of wild. How many people died within the trip? Like it's seemingly nothing went right. It was this adventure must have been cursed from the very start. Nothing was supposed to happen. The fate of the ship was never going to be good. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, I need to go to the crew list. So this just means I've put a name to it. But why doesn't he have a... Why doesn't this guy have a... Well, I assume the answer is that he escaped, maybe? But he doesn't... Don't they normally have... Is that because I have an I, like... Let me see. No, like this, technically... What's the difference between these two entries? Am I being dumb? What's his last memory? Does that maybe back out? Does it mean his fate is decided during that chapter that doesn't fill in, possibly, then? That could be the only thing I'm thinking of, or that I could think of that's the thing here. His fate is yet to be seen because he doesn't have an entry that says either escaped or disappeared, I should say, or perished during something. So I think gameplay-wise, that would mean the only chapter we've yet to fill in and see the last known memory is here on 7 during the Doom, and then we don't see him after in chapters 9 plus. So he either dies or disappears in 8. So he does something. So then I have to decide, is it even worth? Well, no, it's not even worth. We can't ID what he's done. And if we go, I mean, we've got his name. I've got his name. I put down his name, I should say. But it's no point in trying to figure out. And that's why the entry looks weird here. Because we don't have... That's why these look different. So, we're going to ignore entry number 4, Martin. We need to ID Charles. And by doing that, we got to find... I'm going to work on this man. And see Who is... If that's him, if I've listed him correctly, who is always with him? It's not that man. I might have to go into the memories to actually find. I would think gameplay-wise, you would always want to have someone and their steward at some point a scene with them together, so that you could then accurately identify. But it's not going to be here. Take me out. Take me out.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
Technically have one more no entry. This is our man.
Shell? What shell?
I just like this, this action pose is really good, I must say. Okay. We're just gonna, it's gonna be slow work, but it's fine. Trying to just see a scene.
What your foot in?
What the fuck are you doing? Those are the hands of, what the fuck? The fuck is happening?
What's it, gentlemen? There's a pretty shell here. Let's have a look. Move! Get back!
Clear deck, watch your footing. Hey there, what's this? Clear deck, move the boat's stern, throw the bodies over. Watch your footing. Careful now, take it slow. No, get back. Is he ever with his... Because I'm refusing to believe this is our mate for this guy. I just refuse. refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I was here just recently. I'm repeating steps.
Get down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. Those are guilty beasts carry a curse.
Where is he?
Back, your doom is
Try to identify by a hat.
tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those mates. He may yet find his senses.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think.
Okay, yeah, it is this man. So, why is he? I'm so entranced by what he's holding. Navigating tight spaces. Wasn't there? I lost my thread. Here we go. Oh, it's on the other side. That's why. You fool. Oh! There's our man. Gunner. A gunner. What did I put? I might have. Oh, I'm gonna get sidetracked if I do that, but. I'm just trying to ID this bosun's mate, man. Where is the fucking... Give me the map, please. It's like I'm yelling as if I'm like trying to like voice recognition. Does anyone ever come out from here? I mean, I'd have to go through. There would be so much to... There would be so much. I'd have to do so much, and I'm lazy. Blasted with a cannon by an unknown attacker. I think this was the thing where I kept going like, well, technically, can you assign... I think it is the fucking... The tentacle was like wrapped around the cannon, if I'm remembering correctly. And then could you apply... Would you apply... would you apply the cannon being... Or him being killed by the beast via cannon? If I saw the scene correctly, if I'm remembering the scene correctly. See, and I think I did try it at first, and then I didn't want to... This was around the time towards the beginning when I was like, well, I don't want to like just be guessing on a million things. And I don't want to just like... I want to like definitively be like, oh, well, I got it because... Whatever, you know? But am I really about to give up on trying to find this guy's fucking mate? Does he ever come out? I can go like this. Let me see. He's never... Can I do it like this? Can I literally go to anyone who's not... who I have not ID'd? I think I'd have to do it from the picture. I mean, this is... It almost feels like a brute force, but it's not. Because I'm actually using... I mean, this also seems like it would be very slow on my part, but... Anyone I've not ID'd officially... that then is all I'm looking for is someone who came out of that room. It would be kind of... It's not the most glamorous of work I would be doing. But also I don't know who I could like actually officially like cross out. I might just never get... There's a possibility I just don't ever... I don't want to say not get lucky, but... it could be that the person never... the mate of the bosun never came into these rooms or anything. And I have to be ready for that to be the case. I think I already checked that. It's not going to be these guys. Where's this lad? I don't think. I don't think any of these people would be okay. 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 Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it all. I'm going to go to this and just make sure that what I had seen, what I thought I had seen is right. Which is to say, death by cannon with a tentacle wrapped around said cannon. Who are you? Okay. Something like that. This grisly scene, right? Yeah. I think I have to enter. Yeah. This is our guy. This is the cannon. This is the tentacle. So I remember correctly. Now, who do we assign blame to? Guy that maybe lit the fuse? Or the tentacle that directed it towards... I've seen enough. It just looks weird to me. Blasted with a cannon by a terrible beast. Technically, I think I'm right. It just looks weird for some reason. But maybe that's the trick. Maybe that's the thing. And then this guy, the second guy here, you don't see his corpse anywhere because I'm pretty sure right before this moment, you see him in like this moment. I'm pretty sure he falls through this hole. But we need to ID him. Parrish is here. Because I don't think it's going to be dumb enough to be like, oh, he also died by cannon and just blew to smithereens where you cannot see any part of his body whatsoever. I don't think he's... It's not like he got blown through. We should go in the scene right before. See, I think right here, this is him. He gets blown up by cannon. I think he goes overboard because we don't see his body from in between this and that. Also, he doesn't light this fuse. This thing... This is him getting crushed. Also, this was the other thing. I was like, I don't know if we go crushed by beast or crushed by cannon. Because cannon... I mean... It's up for debate. But I mean, if you're crushed by cannon, that means, like, to me, that's like, oh, cannon was moving because of the rocking of the ship, and it just came sliding into you and pinned you against the wall. Like, that's cannon to me. This would be blamed by tentacle. Let's ID this man. Let's ID this man, and then let's try to ID this man. And then this group of 3 maybe we end up getting. That sounds good to me. So he is... So he's probably going to be in one of those beds. Wait, he's in... He's in bed, potentially in this scene, but he's not in bed in this scene. Potentially, if it's a bed thing. Are there people in bed that then are not in bed the next moment where the next person dies to illness? Are those really as close as I think they are in my head, timeline-wise? Only one way to find out. We're going back to this scene for like the 17th time today. Can't wait. Can't wait. Get me out of here. The theme of this of today's stream is let's head on back to Bitter Cold 1. Penguin 1. Is this scene only people at table, people in this little area, and then asleep hidden people? There's no one above. You can't see. I need to make sure. He's talking. So I'd get up, drink something. That's gotta be... I don't... He's speaking to him. I would think... Hat man. A fucking... fucking... Oh, but there's... Oh, but that... Oh. Damn. Okay, well. I mean, this would then be the other one, right? So the 4 are here. All right, let us not get distracted. Ooh, this is me when I have a migraine. Ooh, my head. Just resting on my, trying to fall asleep. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so difficult. Who has a tattoo? God, I'm a disaster. Okay. Focus, Austin. Focus. Bed. Bed. People in bed that are not in bed the next scene. People... People... People in bed... that maybe... He's some seaman. But he's not... He's in bed... in this scene, but not the next scene where this guy falls to illness. And my head says that these don't happen that far from each other. Okay, so let's see. 37. Unknown bed. With it, I mean, unknown. I mean, this is unfair. 36. But we've already ID'd some of these, right? I mean... What is this numbering system? They're so bad. Okay. I'm gonna throw some numbers out so that into the ether. 59, 38, 39, 40, 41. I'm going to bitter cold too. 37. 37, I'm trying to get them in line here. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. And then you have a... not a person. 55, 56, 59... 58. How obnoxious. Okay. Where's my door? $37, $38. Ah, fucking traffic. Oh, this does. Oh no, this does suck. Okay, so it's completely. I fucked up. It's completely different location wise. We're so fucked. We're so fucked. I remember the scene now. Why is this guy hanging in here? This is all the monkey's fault, isn't it? The monkey is cursed. Is this guy the third mate's? Where are we right now? We're in the surgeon's room, aren't we? Yes, that would make sense. Oh. Why is this guy just chilling in here? Why is he just chilling in here? Is he the surgeon's mate? He just doesn't scream. Now I'm not racially profiling. I'm just profiling. This guy does not. But it would make sense. We have the sick. We have this guy. And then we have the actual surgeon. And then, like, why else would this man be in here? But, like, we've seen him. He's been up and about. Succumbed to illness. Hasn't he? He's up here. Back to the sword thing. Wait, he's in this scene? Who do I have bookmarked? This man. I abandoned. Why did I have this man bookmarked? Oh, because of falling overseas. And I was trying to see when it was, or if there, I was just trying to see if there was a time and place where. And then I said, oh, he's not in this one. Okay. We'll deal with this guy. The other, I'm gonna just keep going. Okay, so I'm unconcerned with the fact that he's not here. All right, I'm officially calling myself sidetracked. Okay, so his first memory is here. In this room, chilling. Then he's apparently in the scene with the cow. Cow scene. Monkey.
Enter here. One swing. Get through the skull in stone or brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it. Here?
Where is he?
Yeah. Come on before she kicks up.
He's not.
You all right there, sir?
Never been on a farm, Chuck?
I hate hearing this. Oh, he's here. Is he making the bed? Is he making the bed or is he falling over? All right, I'm so close to calling this guy. I'm so close to calling this guy. I just need to see like a half more piece of evidence.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about
He's got a bag. All right, I'm calling it.
and your
I've seen enough.
friend?
I'm hitting the buttons. I'm trying to just clear the bookmarks. I've seen enough. Surgeon's mate.
这是什么？回来，全部供出来，拢是恁害啦！你们害得较变不过分，写得本事啊！以后跟老公写。
Shell? What shell?
Who is this Seaman man? Who's this? Who's the Seaman man? Fuck. this out. Take it below. What the hell's going on? What do you know about these things about the chest and your dead friends? Where are they from? Looking at it now, I probably should have identified this guy way sooner. But, you know, it's fine. This guy is the one saying... He's, like, doing... like, translation, but there's... I mean... But also... Or maybe it's not him. Maybe it's this guy behind him. Shot by an unknown passenger. If I can place who shot this man, then that, and then the two I've got up here, this, and this, if I'm right, should be filled in. And if those fill in, then I would feel good that I got those. So I need to see it's the lady. It's the fucking lady. That's the one. And so then I'm like, how do I ID the lady? I could commit the ultimate sin. Again, I would have to assume that I had the other two correct. Emily, it's not her. Emily or Miss Jane Bird. So I could try to just guess, or actually go about trying to get them. You know what? We're not just gonna guess. Guessing is for cowards. I mean, you haven't tried looking into the women yet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying I'm gonna try doing right now. What are you saying? I'm saying that's what I'm gonna try to do right now. So let me, yeah. We're gonna try to ID the one that did the shooting right there. Ooh. No. What's this? Ooh.
Let them go!
How hard can she be? How hard? That's a weird way of saying it. How difficult could she be? If I can get one of them, I can get the other, as far as fate goes. They both get out. They both escape. But I'm less concerned at the moment about their whereabouts at the end. I'm more concerned about where's your captain? She might get back inside. Woman's where is it? He's below deck. Come here. Alright, we're gonna find out this lady. Corpse just moved post-mortem. Yeah, she's in this room. Not this room. She's in. What a web. Martin! Here she is. Okay. Here's the two of them. Is it? Alright. I'm ready to introduce a new type of profiling. I'm ready to introduce a new type of profiling. I'm profiling by age. I'm profiling by age. I'm going ageism. Of the two ladies, this one definitely seems like the older lady of the two. She's got a bit more experience to her, to put it. Is there someone else with the names? Let me make sure before I... Is there another Jackson? Or, because to me it would make sense if, like... Emily Jackson and Miss Jane Bird. Now, I know I just said I was doing the name or the age thing, but would you describe the older lady as Miss Jane Bird? No. Miss Jane Bird sounds like you would give to the younger of the two, who again, either incorrectly or correctly, of these two, you look younger. So, also, let me see they're coming out of, give me the map again. Yeah, these are just passengers' cabins. I'm going to lock in. I'm locking in. My profiling has rarely steered me wrong. Except for sometimes. And then, when it comes to the guy, who was please be correct, and please let the other things be correct. Shot by Emily Jackson. Oh, yes. It's exactly what I needed. Exactly what I wanted to happen. God, I should be profiling in life more often. This is, I mean, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Oh, man. Oh, that feels so good, dude. All right, so that's really, honestly, I really outdid myself right there, if I do say so myself. So much so, something I rarely do. I have to. I forgot where it was in the menu. Honestly, stellar job by me. Stellar job by me. I like the way this water looks. Nah, you're all good. The joke, the bit, is that I needed to self-congratulate myself so much. You know, we take the wins. I want to take my own wins. Dude, God, I'm so good. I mean, I know it's an obvious thing, but fucking hell, dude. The two ladies, the two passengers, I picked the one that looks the younger. Give her the Miss name. Fucking chef's kiss, dude. Fucking chef's kiss. Wait, what's happening to you up here? Disappears in the doom? Wait, what's your question? I guess this one, what's the definition of miss? What? Miss, like, you mean just like literally or figuratively? Literally? Just technically like an unmarried person? I'm not sure what it is you're trying to get at, though. I mean, I saw the question. I just didn't know what you wanted me to say. Because, I mean, I know the definition of miss. Oh, she has a ring. I like my way better. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Disappears in the Doom. Page 92. This is him? No. This is him? Is this his last scene? Let me see this again. Pressing buttons. Actually, I have to... Fuck. So yeah, this is the last time we see him. This might be then our first, or my first, placing of a fate to someone who has disappeared. But I'm going, what is... It looks as if he's getting scooped. I'm going to say not alive. Not crushed. So what would you say? Fell? Strangled? Suicide? Torn apart? I don't know. See, this is one of those things where I'm like, how exact do I need to be about this? He's definitely not alive. I think he gets got by monster. But saying he fell overboard doesn't feel right. Do I see rigging because he was technically on the ropes here at the end? This is like my one, and again, could totally be just a me thing. It's a game design thing. It's supposed to kind of be, yeah, not confusing, but nebulous about the fates of people and what you're doing. But I just feel, despite there being so many different and hyper-specific ways of dying, sometimes there's a couple cases where you're just like, I don't know what to label this thing. It kind of feels weird, but maybe that's intentional, or also maybe I'm missing something. That's always a case. I could always be like missing, idea-wise, a thing. Like that could be on me. It has to be fell. If you're just disappearing, crushed means like you would have to have died on impact and we'd probably see the thing. So I want to say fell. Rigging feels like you just were on the ropes and then you fell. Stairs, there's no stairs. Overboard at least gives you the groundwork for like you went overboard because whether it was from monster assistance or not. I could be very wrong when I lock this in, but I'm putting in overboard. Finally enter. Speak. Finally it's Regis. What's happening here, huh? He also disappears. Via monster. I think I have to be consistent. Because again, he's not getting crushed here. This isn't his instant death. This isn't marked as the point of death. And if this is the last time we see him... And he's not like he's escaping on a boater. See, this is the thing. Maybe they get pulled into the water by the monster, and then the monster just lets him go. Maybe it's a benevolent monster, a benevolent beast. They pull him in the water. Next thing you know, he's swimming in the rough waters to the nearest island. Tough. This is gruesome. This is that's a benevolent beast that ripped Maba in half. Hey man. You know one thing I will not profile? A faceless beast. You know what I mean? How am I to judge what this beast wants to do, doesn't do? Anything that happens underwater? I can't, you know? I can't. Alright, I think I need to leave this scene. I think I've seen what I need to see here. Is there any... I'm looking up at the different tentacles. See that guy? We got the guy backwards. Okay, I think I'm good here. He also disappears. He escaped somewhere. We see him on a boat, doesn't he? He is... I think he gets off right here. At the start. Before shit goes down. But how would I determine then... And this is what I said at the top of the stream. At some point, I gotta come to the realization that I need to start figuring out how the fuck we piece together the people that escaped. And you would imagine it has to do with the position of the boat. So where is the boat at the start of the doom? Like, it's tough. Eaten. Like, immediately, just by proximity, I'd want to pick one of these two. But I don't know. Okay, I mean, guessing doesn't make me feel good. I need to tackle those at a different time. This guy has 2 triangles. It's the guy that's dangling, right?
On your toes.
Go back there!
Here.
Captain!
Slack the lifts and lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us.
Give it up.
On your toes, boys. How can you do this? Load her up. We best push off. Let me go. Give her here, will ya? Captain. Slack the lifts and lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us. Give it up. But that's not who I'm actually trying to identify. I'm not trying to identify this man. I'm trying to find the other guy. My leg! Wait, I said he fell overboard, so he doesn't... Yeah, he doesn't die here, right? Wait, this is the guy that I was trying to identify. That's him right here. But yeah, he doesn't die here. You would think. No, he doesn't. Because again, this would be his place of death. But this is his only other second scene. Who does this to him? Are you doing it to him? Chicken. I'm slightly confused by this scene. On your toes, boys. How can you do this? Load her up. We best push off. Let me go. Give her here, will ya? Captain. Just some random people. Just a bunch of randos. And I hate to be mean to some of these people, you know, but like, some of these people just feel so insignificant to everything. This feels like it should be some kind of clue, but I don't know why. This is the only other scene he's in, other than the one where he gets scooped. Sorry, I'm just silently thinking. If he's not in any other scenes... Well, this is the end of part 3. Or end of chapter 3, or whatever you want to call it. Feels like I'm talking about fucking Higurashi chapters and parts and shit. Yeah, and then part 4 is where they're about out in the water. Because they've taken her and all this goes down. Alright, well, I'm just gonna let him be then. He's just gonna chill here. With a fucking stake through his leg. Let me see. Is there any other... He's bleeding here. How would he have gotten here? It must have gotten... It must have been this man, right? I'm gonna do a tussle. Maybe. A tussle? Have you gotten yourself into a tussle? Let me see if I can try to solve one more guy. Or ID one more person I haven't yet. That has a 1 or 2 triangle thing. I don't know what the most effective way of doing that is, though, other than what I'm doing right now. Alright, we'll do this, man. So early on, he's at the guy where he's with the guy where he crushes. Gets crushed. Man who just perishes. Secret man. He's asleep in a bed during the sickness thing. He's a guy, he's based on the picture. He's the one who, he doesn't actually have the bullet go through our guy here, Hawk Sing Lao. But he's on the firing squad here. He's here? I want to check this out. Is he on the boats with the people during that scene? He must be. Oh, we should do, yeah, we should try some work here. There was some lot of shit. There was... There's a lot of things going on here. Especially if we work backwards. Oh, Hagen, you still breathing? Can you row? Help. Oh, Hagen. If he's asking someone if they're still breathing, you would probably think they were just recently hurt or recently died, so they don't know. Let me go to this one. I think order of death might be important here.
You're still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
That wouldn't be O'Hagan. Let me see the dialogue again. Oh, yeah, you still breathing? Can you row? Help! Nichols, sir. Shoot them for God's sake. So this guy is not O'Hagan. O'Hagan then would be the guy who is yet to, or has just recently died. This guy is O'Hagan. It's got to be, because there's only... The only other people on the boat are of, like... There she is getting clawed. That would be O'Hagan. Well... Who is speaking here? Maybe I'm jumping to a conclusion I shouldn't. Well, he's the one who actually dies right here. Right here. Well, fuck. I might be... Keep rowing. They are here. Bang the chest. Where is it? There. Something there. Pick up the oars and row, you fools. Yeah, this guy's unhelpful.
Keep rowing!
你没过来啊！飞机。
Where is it? There! Something there! I see it! Give us a weapon! Shoot it! Mike and I! Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Drowned? Fell overboard again? I fucked up. I lost the plot. I thought I was on something, and then I've lost where exactly I was and all. I mean, there's one more scene, so I'm on the second. I'm in part 2. He's speared. Oh. Give us a weapon, is what he says. I'm less confident. When I put O'Hagan in as a name, I thought that there wasn't. The original reason I put him was because O'Hagan, are you still breathing? But he dies more. I think O'Hagan would be. Well, are you still breathing? Can you row? Who is he saying? He watches this guy go over. You would probably be asking someone in the boat you're currently in if they're still breathing. If this goes, well, but he dies. Fuck it. Let me go see back one more.
Keep course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You've packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay
Aye,
close to the
sir.
boats. If the wind picks
Aye, sir.
you've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
Aye, sir. Aye.
Aye, shut it up.
This is strange things. The monsters.
Okay. Executive decision. Also, he was not strangled. That looks like a... I think he's knifed. I think I incorrectly... When they're giving a tussle, I was like, oh, that's strangled. But, because I think I wanted to apply strangled to someone. But there's clearly blood. I think they get into a tussle and he ends up knifed by... this man. So we don't know. Unless it's not this guy, right?
Alright, you still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot the first go.
Oh, it is him. executive decision. I need to end stream. So I know it just seems weird that I'm just keep resetting the scene, but it's because I fucking have to start from here and go back and everything. When we come back to this game, we're going to take a deeper look into the O'Hagan experience. And we'll do it. It'll be fine. Everything will be great. And anyone else in these is tied to these 4 parts. A fair bit of progress. Dude, okay. This is where I shit on myself just slightly. But it says we've been playing for almost 12 hours. And if I recall correctly, when I looked up how long to beat at the start of this, it said something like 8 hours. And we're maybe halfway done. So that's why I feel bad. Feels bad. It must get easier. That's quite the assumption. I don't know. I'm of 2 mindsets. Technically, obviously, you're right in thinking that maybe like there's less options. So if you just start plugging in, then you only have so many names and like, you know, ethnicities or whatever that it could, some people will fit into. But also like you get rid of like the you're knocking out the easier ones usually sooner. I don't know. 2 mindsets. I have to peace out really quickly. So tomorrow, at some point during tomorrow, I don't know if it's going to be during the day or at night, Higurashi, the 3rd to last Higurashi stream of the main series. I would say a good shot of this returning either Sunday or Monday or both, but probably one of those days. I kind of don't know how the last 2 days here, the break, are going to be. So I apologize that I can't give anything more definitive about that. You're welcome. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully it was a fun 3 hours. I need to go. I'm doing stuff with the rest of my night. So enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great Friday night. It's early. So, I don't know. Go party, go crazy. Act like an angel, dress like crazy. I'll be back on tomorrow at some point for Higurashi reading. Until then.